Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Hedera and HBAR. So let's just dive in and let's start off with this tweet here. So I tweeted out earlier today and I said a day is coming where HBAR is trading above 57 cents, all-time high. And when that happens, the real game begins. Now, I do think that individuals out there don't understand how big of a game changer price discovery is for altcoins. When this happens, it truly is something special because one, it's extremely hard to estimate just where we could go to with price. For an example, here you guys have Dogecoin. So Dogecoin back in 2017, 2018 hit about roughly almost 2 cents. Now, at the low end, this was trading at a fraction of a penny. Then you see a breakout. It hits 2 cents. Boom. Price discovery. Up a 38x from its all-time high being broken. And this happened very quick. This is on a 1-week time frame. Look at these weekly candles on Dogecoin. Over here, we have Polygon, aka Matic. Here you guys have Matic from 2019, sorry. This is like 2019 when the token came out. Just kind of trailed sideways for a little bit of time, and its lowest point here during March of 2020, very similar to Dogecoin. It was trading at pretty much almost like a half a penny, and then we get to that all-time high, roughly 5 cents. This is where it came out at. Boom, hits that 5-cent zone. It got tested back here in December. We ended up getting that breakout, and boom, up 62x off of the all-time high being broken. Now on HBAR, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, we have no idea where this thing can go. We've talked about a few levels, honestly, that this thing could hit going into the next bull run. Let me clean up the chart a little bit for you guys. So I do have a little bit of an insight on HBAR if we can get to that all-time high, break out into it. Obviously, I do believe that we will get to the all-time high. And when we go into price discovery, it's going to be pretty fun because as we look at the overall chart for HBAR, let's go to the weekly real quick. So right now, you know, short term, yeah, we can see pullbacks. Does not matter. What I'm talking about is the all-time high. So here we have the all-time high. Roughly, this is like 58 cents, almost 59 cents. It's all different on every single chart. I'm going off the all-time high that we see on CoinMarketCap. But just imagine if we pulled a Dogecoin, right? If we seen a Dogecoin type run off of the all-time high. Now, I'm not expecting that because, as you guys do see, a 38x would take us to about $23. But what I could see with HBAR is something very similar to like Ethereum. So if you guys don't know about Ethereum and what Ethereum did off of its all-time high or its previous all-time high, so let's go back to Ethereum real quick. Let me get rid of everything on this chart. 1 second. I think I actually have a better chart for this, and I think that it's with Coinbase maybe, or nope, never mind. It's definitely with the index. So here we have the overall index. I know that I already had this kind of charted a little bit, but looks like I forgot which one that actually is. But nonetheless, here is the previous all-time high back in 2017, 2018. Off of the 2017, 2018 all-time high, this thing did about roughly a 2.4x return. If we only do a 2.4x return, which again, I think that we could move a lot higher, it would still be around like roughly $2 itself. Like this is almost $2 exact. And I want to ask you guys, do you think just $2 is totally fine? In my opinion, as we do see where the price is today, this would be from our current level an upside of about 22x. Off of the lows down here, this would be about a 52x return. I am totally fine with that. I'm not going to get too greedy at all. Now, I do know that we have been mentioning $3. $3 to $6 has been my target point for a while. This would be about a 4x off of the all-time highs. And a 4x could happen. I think that we could definitely see some of those levels being targeted. I think this would be a total fully diluted market cap of $150 billion. That is nothing too crazy in my opinion, fully diluted. If we're going off the circulating supply, then the price would be significantly lower in terms of market cap. Now, as we do see a lot of these tokens like HBAR, kind of just trailing sideways, and we're like, okay, well, where could this go? We kind of look at the statistics behind it. Remember, this is why I always say, like, TVL is a huge one, because as we look at TVL today, there's still almost 2 billion HBAR locked away in value, and there's over $156.34 million locked away as well in staking and DeFi and decentralized exchanges, all that kind of stuff. So as we do focus on that, we also focus on the overall growth of the project. What is happening on Hedera? And if you guys have been paying attention, yes, there's a ton of things being built out on Hedera, and the ecosystem continues to grow and grow and grow. For an example, recently we just seen Zoop announce their full-on attendance at the NBA All-Star, which is huge, and they are growing out their ecosystem, which is, again, built out on Hedera. And if you guys don't know about this, this is a trading marketplace, a card trading marketplace. They are doing some incredible things, and this is the type of quality that is being built out on Hedera. A lot of these projects are great for the Web3 economy, but also outside of that, we continue to see things like Kabila app launching and allowing for a lot more NFT tolling to be utilized within the entire ecosystem, which this is great because if you guys go and check out Zeus Marketplace, or if you guys have been paying attention to all the NFT projects and stuff like that building out on Hedera, it is substantial. So we see the network continuing to expand not only from the enterprise grade area, but also from the retail sector, meaning that there's going to be a ton of demand going forward. And I think that we're already kind of seeing that right now. If you go back to the 1 month time frame on Metrica, for an example, you can go all the way down here and see, right here, and see the overall account growth in just the last 1 month. This is sitting at 126,000 active accounts, 216,000 created accounts, and 1.78 million total accounts. Transactional volume, everything like that has been doing very well, as you guys are probably all aware. And I do think that we're going to continue to see these statistics rise and rise and rise. Hedera is becoming a DeFi giant. I think that a lot of people kind of overlook this, but we have been paying attention to this quite a bit as you guys go and look at the DeFi chains within this market. Hedera is above some of the leading ones out there, including ADA. And ADA, if we're actually looking at ADA, so ADA is a very, very close one in terms of supply and all that kind of stuff, as you guys are aware. If we go over here to ADA, so actually let me go to, I think Binance is the best one here. So let me go and look at where the all-time high was. So here we have the all-time high. And let's go to the price discovery breakout. So the price discovery breakout on ADA was a little bit lower, but this is because we seen about $1.42 being hit on ADA. Again, it also depends on where a lot of these tokens did hit in terms of like an all-time high. If we're talking about like 57 cents for ADA, I know that this is not the right way to technically do this, but I just want to say that this did a 4.5x return off of that level alone if you did buy in at like the all-time highs almost. But ADA, again, right now, as we look at ADA sitting at about almost 40 cents and we see the market cap for ADA, we know that HBAR itself, so let's go back over to HBAR's price chart. We know HBAR today is sitting at, like, I think the last time I checked, it was like 23 on the CoinMarketCap listing. I think the market cap for HBAR is kind of, it's extremely undervalued. The reason why I think that the market cap for Hedera is extremely undervalued is because when we compare it to projects like ADA, ADA does not have a live enterprise grade use case on it at all. And this has been a project that's been around since 2017. We know that Hedera came out right at the end of 2019. They already have a live enterprise grade use case. They are transacting a massive amount on a monthly time frame, 1.38 billion TPS demand sitting at 500 plus. Like, in my opinion, as we do see this ecosystem continue to grow and grow and grow, which we are seeing that, we're only going to see more and more demand from the enterprise grade and also from the retail sector. This combined, right, with the overall amount of hype and the community generation, it's only going to continue to push the price higher and higher when, of course, things do break out. Because again, price discovery is going to be a big monumental moment for HBAR. Very similar to any token in this space. I think that a lot of people, again, underestimate just how crazy a token can go in price discovery. I've always talked about the possibility of us hitting, some of these nice highs up here. This $3 to like $4 area, I think it's a very possible zone. This will be about a 6.5x off of that low. A lot of these tokens, when we take a look at them, we try to predict prices. Again, price predictions don't really matter all that much. All we need to pay attention to is if the project is continuously expanding, if the statistics are continuously rising, which as we look at the overall TVL going all the way back to May, we were sitting at $51 million back here. The all-time low during the summer, which was a pretty rough time in the market, $36 million in TVL. From that point on in time, because this right here, this November low, this was, again, I don't know if this was a glitch or what, but this is right where like FTX had its massive collapse. Don't know if a lot of people were selling or anything like that. But I'm really kind of just going off of this low back here. But even if we go off of this, $27 million to $156 million, and at the high recently, I know that this was at like 170, but we'll go off of 160 million. That's a pretty significant change. But also, right, out of TVL, when we're not talking about TVL and we're talking about the growth of like the NFT marketplaces and the growth of the network itself, Hedera has been going parabolic outside of price. Now think about that, right? Network growth, network use has been going crazy, right? We've been seeing Hedera continue to gain a ton of market dominance in terms of social mentions, social volume. A lot more people are finding out what Hedera is doing. We recently just seen HBarbarians trending on Twitter. I mean, a lot of people are finding out who and what Hedera is, right? Hedera is an enterprise and retail hyper-focused network that has all the efficiencies that anyone could ever want and need from a DLT. And as we focus on that, I only believe going forward, we're going to see more and more names added to the GC. Recently, just earlier today, we've seen a lot of people thinking that Sony was going to be the next GC because they did follow Sony. Not too sure what's going to happen with that. But I do think that going forward, we're going to continue to see things like this, where we're seeing $5 million in TVL locked on Hedera. There's only going to be more and more of this. And there's so much more happening. I mean, as you look at things happening on Hedera, we are continuously seeing growth, continuously seeing expansion. And I just could not be any more excited to be this early on into Hedera. Remember, we've been talking about Hedera for over 2 years now. We have been waiting patiently. And a lot of people always say to me, well, like, listen, we've been waiting forever. Like, when is this going to happen? First off, I want you all to realize that it's been 2 years. 2 years. Okay? Think about how long people waited to make a return on Amazon after the .com bubble. Right? We are extremely patient here. With something like Hedera, we already know the statistics. We already know things happening on Hedera. We already know that there's major names out there, like the GC. Go and check out the GC. Go over to Hedera.com. Go to the governance model. Go to the council. And look at all of these major names tied to Hedera that want to utilize the power of the Hashgraph. Like, these are leading global brands. This is no joke. Listen, people can make up, a FUD about Hedera and say this, that, whatever. I want you all to realize that FUD and this, that, talks about price action, talks about no, it only hit 57 cents. This, all of that is noise in the background. What we know today and what is a fact is that these are leading global brands that most of the general public know about. And at this current moment in time, as the market has still not bounced back fully, we still don't have confirmation that we are in a full-blown bull run. Most of the general public is out of crypto. Less than 5% of the general public hold crypto. Like, think about where the future is headed. Because as everyone's focused on, okay, well, where's the price going to go in the next bull run cycle? Where's the top for HBAR? Is HBAR going to hit this price? Is HBAR going to hit that price? I'm going to tell you guys right now, you have trillion-dollar projects in the space that most people right now, today, would say that you're crazy saying that they're worth $1 trillion. But in time, those $1 trillion networks, in my opinion, I do believe that Hedera is a $1 trillion network. Those $1 trillion networks are shining brighter ever more today than ever before in the past, but most people are still not paying attention to them because guess what? In the last bull run, they only hit 57 cents. Or, okay, they don't have this, they don't have that. Well, guess what Hedera has? They have the first enterprise-grade application transacting on a daily basis that has done 1.38 billion transactions in a 1-month time frame. In the last 3 months, we hit 1.58 billion transactions. Like, this is what's happening. This is what's happening right now on Hedera. And it's only going to continue to expand more and more. The Web3 economy is being built out on Hedera, and soon retail. And I truly think that this is, a future that's coming very, very fast because we started to see DLT being picked up across the globe. Soon retail will know Hedera's name. This is, in my opinion, a household name project. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Wherever you guys are on this before this, been Nick. Peace out, guys.